So I'm gonna do something a bit new for me. So I thought I was gonna go on cafe hopping vlog. I wanted to do a vegan cafe hopping vlog series. These cafes won't be vegan necessarily, but everything I have will be vegan, just to show a bit where you can eat and how easy it can be or how hard it can be. There's not necessarily everywhere that has vegan options, especially not for food. So that's where I'm going today. If you don't know, or if it seems like tropical around me, that's because I'm in Australia. I'm here abroad for this semester and I've been here for about 6-7 weeks now. So I've been here for quite some time, but I haven't really uploaded anything. I have filmed, but I haven't uploaded, so that will come eventually. I'm currently in Wollongong, so all the cafes I'll visit today is Wollongong, but I want to do this in Sydney and maybe Melbourne also, and if I travel somewhere else, maybe I'll also do cafe hopping vlogs there. So if you are interested, hit the likes and comment below so I know to make more of these types of videos, and let's continue. Lavender. It smells so nice. Walking past that one house is like heavenly. It is such a warm day that I had to take off my jacket. I was like sweating because it's so sunny. The time is currently 9:45, so or 9:45. I wanted to be out of it early because most of the cafes here close at 3 p.m. so I only have like 5 hours to visit as much cafes as possible, or as many as I'm able to like eat and not explode. So I'm really excited for this first one. It looked really good online. I ordered a smashed avocado and a latte with coconut milk. In total it was $23, and they gave everyone boxes to go. I think that's because they only have outdoor seating and it's so close to the beach, so the beach is right behind me. So I think a lot of people go here when they sit along the beach or at tables like this. I always take it with coconut milk if they have it, because then it tastes a tiny bit like a little treat or a little dessert. They also had a lot of desserts, but they were not vegan. I was contemplating like getting a little cake if they had one, but they didn't. But the coffee is really good. It's not like burnt or bad in taste at all. It's really good. It looks like the food is like pre-made toast, spinach, guacamole. I think this is hummus and tempura. So I think you're supposed to like make your own sandwich kind of. I did get cutlery, but this really reminds me of the one you get at planes. And I recently took planes. I was in Norway not that long ago. I went to Norway because my friend was getting married. And it was really funny because none of us had any idea what we were gonna do. I was a maid of honor at the wedding. I had no idea of anything. I haven't really googled that much. I knew I was gonna have a speech. I prepared that, but the day before, really late the day before, she told me, at some point you're gonna switch places with my husband. I was just like, yeah, when? And she's just like in front of everyone at the church. So that stressed me a bit, and I didn't really get to ask her more about it before the day off. So in the car the day off, I asked her, when am I going to change seats with him? And apparently when they exchange rings, I take his seat next to his best man, and he takes my seat next to the bride. Also, in the car, right before going out of the car, she told me, yeah, by the way, when everyone is seated, you're gonna go in front of everyone and sit down. And when you sit down, the bells will start ringing. And my mind just went to, I didn't practice walking. Luckily, you don't have to walk in any special way. You just walk, and that's kind of the cue for them to start. So it's not that special. So it wasn't as stressful as I thought. Supposedly, I'm also supposed to fluff up her dress and make sure she looks like smashing. So I helped her with that. And yeah, I also had a purse. I didn't know that I was going to walk down in front of people, so I had a purse that didn't really it fit my dress, but it didn't fit like all the bridesmaids. I looked a bit out of place with it. So as soon as we got into the church, I just threw it into the sign into one of the like rows in the back. And when my friend had walked down the aisle with her dad and came up to me, and the first song began, she just whispered to me, "What am I going to do with the bouquet?" Because none of us had any clue. We planned that she shouldn't carry it whilst she's exchanging the rings, so this was so little like rehearsed. So we just planned that when she's gonna go and get the ring, I'll take the bouquet and have it until she has her ring. So when they had exchanged rings and they came towards us, I just gave the bouquet back, and then they sat there because a lot of people took photos, and it's kind of nice having the bouquet in your hand whilst they're taking photos. It looked really pretty. And I don't think anybody else really noticed that we hadn't rehearsed anything, but for us it was so hilarious because we were so clueless. It was a blast. I had a lot of fun. So yeah, I should probably taste this now. I haven't eaten breakfast. Oh, it's plastic. I actually expected this to be made out of wood, but it's plastic, so that's one down. Let's start with this one. That really tasted like sour cream. It's so crispy. It's not like dry, but it's really crispy. But the guacamole was perfect. It's like the perfect amount of, I think it's lemon. It's really, really nice. I'll try adding a bit more of the sour creamy stuff. It's weird with the guacamole. You don't really taste the sour cream stuff. It just mildens it down a bit. But it was actually better with it. So I think it's a really good combination. I think it was Wollongong, this cafe. I really liked it, but the guacamole was a bit too much when I had 2 slices. It was really good for the first one, but the second one it was a bit too overpowering. So I think the taste was, I don't know how to make the guacamole taste that strongly, but it was good for one, but I would definitely share if you're getting it. So I think out of 10, I would give it a 7. And I'm going to tell you how my rating system will work. So 10, I absolutely loved it and would recommend it. 9, really, really liked it and would recommend it. 8 and 7 would be around, I liked it, I might go back, but I don't know if I would recommend it. Like, it was good, but not, like, fantastic. 6 and 5 it's good, but I won't go back. Below that would be 3 and 4. It was edible, but not really to my taste. And 1 and 2 it's horrible, would definitely not eat and could not finish. So I think that will be my rating system for every cafe I go to. So if it's at 7 or above, I would recommend it, but I might not go back if it's a 7. I would definitely go back to the coffee. It was really good. So yeah, the coffee is a 10. The food is around 6, 7, I think. But yeah, I did only try one thing and it looked like they had a lot. So I might go back and try something else, but I wouldn't go back for the smashed avocado. Let's head to the next one. the paleo salad. I don't know if they changed anything to make it vegan, because he asked if I wanted it changed in any ways, and I asked if it was vegan, and he said got it. So I don't know if got it means that they had to change anything, but it says that it's vegan friendly on the menu. So yeah, and I got a fresh juice. On the menu it says like a lot of different ingredients, and I think you could choose one of them. But when I asked for a fresh juice, he asked which one I wanted, and I thought it was only one, or one by taste, so I asked what he recommended. And he recommended this one, which has watermelon, apple, and something else, and it's like see-through at the bottom, so this is just like pure juice, I think, maybe with water, and then it's foamy at the top, and I think it has pieces of bites of the vegetables or fruits at the top. Also, the paleo bowl, it looks so good. Oh, I don't want to ruin it. I'm gonna like show you. Okay, now I do have the plastic over it, but I took this to go. It was nice sitting there, and they looked like they had really cute cups and plates and everything. But it was so many people there, and I wanted to sit outside because it's so sunny and good weather today. And I could sit there. It was like a spot that I sat whilst waiting. But the cars driving past was so loud and noisy, so I just found this little like back alleyway, and it's really, really cute. Let's try this one. I can really taste the watermelon, but I thought it would be overly sweet, especially with apple. I don't taste the apple that much. It tastes a tiny bit like banana, but it's really good. When you said watermelon and apple, I usually don't like apple juice because I think it's too sweet, and watermelon is really sweet also. I thought this would be like overpoweringly sweet, but it's really good. It's yummy. Okay, I could chug this. This is really good. This meal is like beetroot based, I think, and that's why it's the color it is. Let's just taste the base of this. It tastes like hummus. It doesn't taste like beetroot at all, but it's really pretty for the color. Let's take off the top also. It's a bit like salty. Maybe it's salted nuts, but I'm not entirely sure. Maybe they just salted it in general afterwards. But I think I'm going to take a little break and maybe read a bit, because I need to digest a bit more before eating all of this. I feel like this has such a variation of stuff that this is more to my liking, at least. The last one was good also, but this is better. One thing I think is a bit funny that I've been asked a lot since I came to Australia is, where is my accent from? And I don't know if they're referring to me being Norwegian or if they're just referring to me as an English speaker, because I don't think everybody has noticed that I'm not like English or that English is my first language. I think some people really notice it, but I feel like some people really don't. And I think it's a bit funny because if they ask where is my accent from, I usually just answer Norway. If we are in a like deeper conversation, I will answer that my English is confused at best, because growing up in Norway, we learn English in school and we learn British, but we don't translate TV shows and TV series. We translate like Disney Channel for children, but only until 10 at night, and then it runs on English at night. I've always been like a B type of person, so I usually stay up really late, and I used to watch TV at night when I was younger. So I've grown up learning British in school, watching British and American YouTubers, and watching American TV and TV shows, and I have watched a lot of TV, like way more than the person probably should. Now I'm in Australia, so and I've been in America once as a kid. I think we were there for like 2 weeks, and I've been in England, or at least London, twice. But I was there for like, I think the longest stay was 1 week, and the shortest stay I think was 4 days or something. So I wasn't there for that long. So now that I've been in Australia, I've been here for 6 or 7 weeks now, and I'm gonna be here this entire semester, so until November, December. The longest I've actually stayed in an English-speaking country is now in Australia. I think my English is leaning the most towards British, but yeah, I think my English is confused. I think it's just become a mashup of all of them.
Talking everything out, yeah. You've been calling for the night out. High go competition, only complications. What? Yeah. So we ain't gotta tell your girl now. You can meet me on our way out. We're making plans for the future. Better let her know that she don't suit ya. 'Cause I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you. What? 'Cause I've been thinking about you. 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 What? 'Cause I've been thinking about you. I know we said that this ain't serious, but I can tell in your eyes that you've grown curious, yeah. Love you on the download, don't want this thing to end though. No one's gonna know about a thing, so tell me, are you ready? Yeah. 'Cause I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you. What? 'Cause I've been thinking about you. 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 What? 'Cause I've been thinking about you.
So at this query cafe, I went to the restroom, and it's so secure because on this door, there's no handle on the outside of this door, so you can only come in with the key, and it kind of like unlocks the hook by turning it. But you could lock this one, so I locked this one when I came in, and I thought, yeah, of course I'm gonna lock it when I go to the restroom. But then I see that there are 2 stalls. There's really no chance that somebody's gonna walk in on your peeing, at least. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go continue out a bit. I'm so full now, and the time is about 1, but I'm so stuffed. I feel like I'm gonna explode. Cafes close in 2 hours, so I think I'm just gonna go around, maybe go to some op shops for 1 hour, and then try to manage to go to 1 more cafe, because we've been at 3 so far. And I'm gonna give you a rating and a little like review on the way, I think. But yeah, let's get out of this toilet and return the key, and then get to a more outdoorsy place, or somewhere that isn't like a bathroom. So yeah, I'll see you soon. Okay, so it is a bit windy here, so if you can hear the wind, I'm just gonna apologize now. But at least I wanted to go over the 2 last cafes, because I never gave the second one a score. So I have thought about it, and I think I want to give it a 9, because I really liked the food and it felt really healthy, and I feel like I could eat the entire meal and not be like overly full. Whilst a lot of the times when I eat, I get to the point where I'm like sickly full of food, because I hate throwing away food, so I try to eat like every last bite, which is not necessarily good. The last place I was at was definitely the prettiest when it comes to like aesthetics of the cafe. So only for the aesthetics, I would give it a 10. And the ice cream did not taste vegan at all, but it was really, really, really good. It wasn't like sickly sweet. I took the triple chocolate one. So the waffle had chocolate bites in it, and then it was chocolate ice cream with chocolate like sauce on top. So it was a lot of sweets. But it wasn't that sickly eating it, but it was a really big meal for me to have had 2 meals prior in not that much of an amount of time. So I think if I'm gonna go there again, I'll bring somebody. So I think I'm gonna give that also a 9. The dessert itself, I would not eat it as a breakfast. It was way too sweet for a breakfast. But as a dessert, I think I would give it a 10 because the waffle was really crunchy and good, and the ice cream was really, really nice. I sat in the sun, so it melted really fast. I think because it's so like fluffy and light, it in general will melt quite fast. Because they had a lot of vegan foods, I really want to go back there, and I'll definitely recommend the place. But the reason I gave it a 9 is because the coffee was not good. I just took a long black and it was so bitter. I would give the coffee itself maybe a 4. It was a tiny bit painful to drink. It was not good, I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't that great, but the dessert itself was really good. So maybe I should give it less than a 9, but I really want to go back and I will definitely recommend it to other people. But the place was so nice and you could see so many birds. It was a second store. So it was a bit hard to find. You needed to go in a little hallway and then up the stairs, and then you saw the cafe. So at first I thought they either closed down or I wasn't able to find it, but I found it at last. As you see, I'm not at a cafe. I went to Salvo's, which is a thrift store, and I spent a bit too much time there. So it was 10 to 3 when I left the store, and most of the cafes closes at 3, so I kind of lost track of time and didn't manage to go to the last cafe. But I think it were for the best because I'm still so stuffed that I think if I ate anything more I wouldn't be in the best like place. So I think sticking to 3 cafes in a cafe hopping vlog is maybe my limit. I would have loved doing more, but since everything closes so early, I would either have to go a lot earlier than 10 or go somewhere where cafes closes later at night, because I don't think I can eat that much in that amount of time. So I hope you enjoyed those 3 cafes, but I said that if I ended up buying anything, I would show you guys, and I ended up spending money. So yeah, I bought some stuff. So if you want to see, you can stick around for that. If you only came here for the cafes, now is no more cafes. So I hope you enjoyed the cafes. So I'll just go right into the little haul. Firstly, I bought a pair of shoes. These were only $8, so they weren't that expensive. They are a bit worn. They do have a lot of like marks like this, so they are by no means like new and unscratched. They also have one like loose part inside here, which is really annoying, but you don't feel it, it's so thin. And when I tried them on, they felt like they were mine. If that makes sense. It feels like I've worn this in for maybe 3 years. At least the left side. When I tried the right side, it feels like I might have been the one to wear them in, but that I tied these like too loose and I should have had them tighter. So if I like tie this more up, it sits really well, but if it's too loose, it's kind of a weird space down here. But they are really comfortable and I like the look of them. I think they are quite cool. Then I bought a pair of pants, and these are way too big for me. But I really like the color and they are so loose and fluffy that I adored them. So I felt like I needed them. So I might have to sew them down a bit in the height of the waist, because they go up until my boobs and they are a bit too loose around also. So I tried it with a belt and it ended up looking really, really nice, except for being super see-through. So I think as long as I'm in Norway, I can just use a pair of leggings underneath them and it won't be too warm. But here in the summer, I'll have to be creative. I like them. And they were $9, so not expensive either. And then the last thing I got is actually a suit. So it's a two-piece, but I don't think I'm gonna wear them together. I think that I'll wear this one and this one like separately. But together they were 25. And the pants, this is meant for men, so it is like a bit of excess fabric in the crotch area, so that doesn't look entirely flattering, but they were the perfect length and they fit quite well in the waist. I think I might have to sew them a tiny bit, but these like hooks, they look small, but actually they fit my belt like barely, so I can just use a belt. I don't have to sew them in, and I really like the color. It is just like blue with darker blue and lighter blue stripes, so they kind of have the look of a, I would say pajamas, but they are so structured that you can really see that they are dress pants. The last thing was this jacket. So they do have a lot of like plush in the shoulders, and I don't always like that, but with this one I found it a bit sexy, so I kind of like it. And the pocket up here you can open and it will be a usable pocket. But I'm not sure if the pockets down here are just false or not, because they are so hard together. Like, oh yeah, there is a pocket there. Okay, so there are a pocket down here that I can use. I don't think I'm gonna open the one at top here then. I'll just use the ones at the bottom. That's really nice. It also has pockets on the inside. So it's one here that still needs to be opened a bit more. And one at the other side here with an extra button. This can also be opened a bit more. I feel like the person who owned this before me didn't really use it that much, because it's not worn that much at all. It still has the extra button on the inside, and I really like the stitching here. Okay guys, so that will be everything for today. I hope you enjoyed this vegan cafe hopping vlog, and if you want more vegan cafe hopping vlogs or just cafe hopping vlogs in general, I'll be really happy to do it. I enjoyed it so much, and I hope it's fine that I'm doing 3 cafes at one day. I think that will be my limit, unless I get less food at each cafe. Now I kind of got a really big meal at all 3 of them, so maybe if I just go for like smaller meals, it will be fine doing more. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you liked it, hit the like button and comment down below if you have any suggestions, or if there's something specific that you liked or did not like with this video, then I can try to edit it to next time. So yeah, I'll see you again soon.